Okay, here we are again for the real estate clock, looking at what time it is in our market. Unfortunately, last month we were moving forward, and now in July we went back. So June looked like things were going to be great. In fact, in the video last month, I think I may have said that I thought summer was going to be busy, and I really did. June really picked up from June last year. And from the last few months, we were seeing multiple offers. We were seeing just a lot more activity with buyers. So it did look pretty good. We also had the media predicting that things were going to pick up, and the real estate board predicting the same thing. Unfortunately, June was great, July was not. I planned fewer holidays, thinking that this July and August would be busier than normal. Usually in the summer it's dead, that's what we expect, but I was thinking that that had changed. Unfortunately, in July everything went back down to where we were. We are still seeing some multiple offers. So what that tells us is if things are priced well, buyers are buying, and the detached market is doing much better than the condo market. Condo market is continuing to free fall. Well, free fall might be a bit of an exaggeration, but it's continuing to go down, whereas the housing market is picking up a little bit because the prices have come down to where buyers seem to think that they're more acceptable. Again, July and August are two very slow months. The rest of August will likely be completely dead if it follows past history. So we're probably not going to see much activity until we get back to September, after the kids go back to school. Another unfortunate fact is this year, Labor Day is very late, so we probably won't have things getting back until about mid-September. So deals are still out there for buyers. And if we look at the July numbers, sales are down 18.6% over the 10-year average, so we've gone back down. Detached home sales were down again from last July, and down 7%, which is not great. The benchmark price is also down 7% from July last year. That's a lot, obviously, if you're talking about the values that we have here. And again, our sales are not keeping up with the active listings. So the sales to active listing ratio is 13%. So 13% of listings are selling in any given month. And that's problematic because when it gets down as low as 12%, that's when we see further price reductions required for sales to happen. Things are a bit better for detached homes, like I said, than for condos. But again, if you're looking for a condo, whether it's for your child, whether your niece, nephew, anyone you know is looking for a condo, or if you're an investor, this is an unbelievable time to be buying condos. The values, and a lot of them aren't published. So if you're looking on MLS and you're not finding what you want, there's also a lot of condos right now that are brand new. They were not sold, and the developers are selling them for great prices, but you won't find it on MLS. So that's something where you need to get a realtor involved. If you don't have a realtor, obviously give me a call. But again, the values out there are pretty much unprecedented in my lifetime. So buyers, again, you're still in a very advantageous position. The number of options for you right now is 27% higher than usual. So the inventory, the homes available, is 27% higher than the 10-year average. And prices are down overall 6.2% in all products from last year. So that's a lot. And if you look at some of the higher priced homes, we're seeing that the average price reduction since the peak is between 20 to 28%. So people who don't think there's values out there, there are values. And I was talking to someone the other day who said, it's going to go lower. It might go lower, but what if it doesn't? You're really looking at some very good opportunities here for buyers, for people that want to upgrade, for people that want to invest. And what goes up must come down, but what comes down must also go up. So if you're able to hold it, or if you need a place to live so you're not paying rent, it's just a no-brainer in my opinion. For sellers, unfortunately, it's not the best situation, but if you're moving to a higher priced home, you're going to do very well. If you're moving laterally, you're going to do fine. If you're moving and selling a house that you've owned for more than 5 years, again, you're going to do very well. And remember that if that's your principal residence, you're getting your tax-free gain there. So, one key thing for sellers, if you're overpriced, buyers are not bringing in low offers. So don't think, if we start high, they'll offer lower. They won't. They wait until you get down to the market value, and the longer you wait, the less your house is worth in a declining market. So it's obviously complicated. There's a lot of factors to consider, different strategies for different kinds of homes, for different price points, and for different areas. So if you need some help figuring this all out, please give me a call, and I'm happy to help. Thanks.